coming back to the topic. So previously we have stopped here, right? So in this screen we have stopped. So I'm copying it to the another file. Yeah, I'm copying it in this file, okay? Okay, the process was what we have done is till the last class, if we are tapping to the arrow, we'll be getting the options. Till this we have done, and also if we are tapping to the background, it will go off, right? That's it. Only this we have done. The option 1, option 2, option 3 are as it is. We haven't added any variable. So now what we are going to do is we are going to add a variable. So the first thing what we have to do is we have to create the variable. Okay, so we have three options. So we have to create variable, and the variable for this choose an option. So please note it down. The first thing what we have to do is create the variable. So in order to create variable in the design section, we have to move to variables. So here I have created already. So what I'm doing is I'm just deleting it off. Okay. I'm starting from new. So I'm deleting everything. Okay. So this is how it would be. First thing, we have to create a variable. In order to create variable, go to design section. There you will find variables. So tap onto it and you will get this screen. So now what we have to do is my screen not fully shared? Still you have the problem with my screen? Is my entire screen not been shared? Anyone please? Do others also feel the same, like you're not getting my full screen? Yeah, it's in full screen only because I have shared in full screen. Yeah, okay. So you will get a section like this. So here what you have to do is just click on to the create. So there we'll have colors, numbers, string and boolean. So today what we are going to do is for the options we are going to create a variable. So where I have to create? I have to choose color, number, string or boolean. Which one? String. Yes, correct. So I'll be tapping onto the string. So automatically it would be created. So here we have two modes, right? So I'll delete it. Actually, this is how it would look like. So if we created a new mode, it will add to here. Now we don't want to bother about that. So now choose an option. So this would be our selection part. So I'm naming it as selection. And for that, I'm giving us choose an option. So again, I'm going to create variable for option 1, option 2 and option 3. I'm tapping onto the variable again string. So first one goes with option 1 and I'm naming it as we can name it in colors, okay? Red. And again option 2, I'm naming it as pink. And again option 3, purple. Okay, so we have three options and I have created variables for three options and given the value also for the variable. And again for this choose an option, I have created selection and also added the value as choose an option. So tell me, for this I have created the variables, it is fine and good. What for I have created the variable for this? Do you have any idea? What for I have created variable for this choose an option? Anybody? Or did anyone question yourself like why is she creating a variable for choose an option? Hello? Are you people along with me? My question is, I have created variables for option 1, option 2, option 3. Fine. Okay. For what purpose? I have a question. I mean, I have created a variable for choose an option. Do you have doubt in that, or do you know why I have done it so? Okay, I'm clear that you guys have not got my point. So I'll tell the answer, okay? So we have created the variables for this option 1, option 2, option. Yeah, of course, correct. What I got one answer. It will replace the text in that field. Obviously, that was the point what I'm coming to tell. So see here, if I'm changing this option 1, option 2, option 3 with the variable, all these would be changed to the value. But the purpose for why I have created a variable for this choose an option is if I'm tapping onto the onto the option properly, that option would be placed here so that it will replace the text in that field. That was the reason for why I have created a variable for choose an option. Are you guys clear? Now you got my point? Yes. So now coming back to the topic. So hope everyone noted first point is we have to create the variable and how we have to create the variable and also for what all components we have to create the variable. So three things in the first step. Fine. Now moving to the second step. After doing that, what we have to do is so just go to the prototyping section. So now we have to change everything with the variable option 1, option 2, option 3 and also this selection with that. Okay, so for that what we have to do is tap on. So go to design, tap on and here we'll be having the components like this. Can you see the right hand part? Like if I'm tapping, you will get this. So here what we have to do is we have to change it, right? So before that, yeah. So see, you have interactions here. Just tap on to the interaction. So now what we are going to do is any idea like what we are going to do from this on click on drag while hover or what we are going to do? Any idea about it? Anyone? Okay. What about others? Okay, let me tell you. We are not going to use any click or anything from here because the concept is we are going to add click. Yeah, you're correct. Okay, that point is fine. But here what we are going to do is we are going to add another interaction. Okay, previously we already added some interactions. That is we added like one click. If we are clicking, it will show the options below the drop down. So that was the topic, right? So again, what we are going to do is we are going to set the variable. So that was the concept. Okay, we'll be setting the variable. So here we have two things actually to set the variable and also to set variable mode. So now what we are going to do is we'll be setting the variable. That is the first topic. Okay, now you guys are clear. So this would be new to you that above an interaction, we can add another interaction is a new topic for you guys. Clear? So please note that what we have to do is if we wanted to create, just go to this and before the screen you'll be having a plus. So that if you added plus, you can bring it here. So you can add as many as much interaction you wanted to add. Okay, and one more thing, this also is a kind of layer concept. Do you remember the layer concept that we have seen here? If I'm moving the layer now above that the layer the component would be going, so accordingly here also the same. So we have to set the variable should be the first layer and below that only we wanted to set the overlay layer. Okay, Okay, fine. So here we are having target and value. Could you see we have target and value? Now tell me, what would be the target and what would be the value? Target is nothing but the variable is the target. Value is nothing but the expression, the value that we added, that would be told as a value. So for the first option, what would be our target and what would be our value? Okay, we can also change the actions again here. So it would be set variable. So now we have to choose what is a target and what is variable. I'll reset it. Okay, now you take. Just take some time, guess and tell. Anybody there? I'm just researching everything. I just need your answer. I told you like what the target is and what the value is. So target is nothing but that the value is the expression and target would be your variable. So the concept is if first we have to set the variable for all these three. We'll set it later. Okay, we'll come after this. So just answer me my question. If we tap here, we'll be getting an interaction. So what would be our target and what would be our value once we tapped? Or any if you have any doubts in my question or if you're not getting my point, you may tell me, ask me again, I'll tell you. But kindly tell any answer. So then only we can move, right? Okay. Yeah. Same goes for option 2 and option 3, right? Same like this. The answer is correct actually. So what we have to do is for the first option, we have to see here. For the first option, we have to set the target as option 1. Why option 1 is because this is the first option. So that is why I have given option as 1 and value as 2. Okay. Same goes for others also. Now, are you guys clear? Everyone? Yes. Still, do you have any doubts in that? Anyone? Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you. So here we have the frames. Frames, this is nothing but the options. So we have created from the component, right, in the previous class. Same, I'm adding it again. So here what I'm asking is already we have added an interaction. You can find it here. Already I have added interaction like if we tap here, we wanted to list it. So here what I'm asking is to that interaction, I'm adding another interaction. So in that interaction, I'm using set variable. So what I have to do is I have to set the variable to this part. So that is the topic here, what we are seeing. Okay, so what I have asked is what is the target for this option 1 and what is the target for this option 2, because for each and every option we'll be setting variable. So I'm asking you this that question like for the option 1, what would be our target and what would be our value? Okay, for that they some have told the answer correctly. That is target 1 would be our option 1 and I mean value should be option sorry red. Value should be red because for the option 1 we have given the variable, right? Variable value. So that was the thing she was telling. Okay. Yeah. So hope everyone are clear with that. So the second step what we have to do is we have to assign the variable. Okay. So how to assign variable is, so see here, I'm adding a prototype. So just a minute. So this was our parent file, right? So now what we have to do is we have to set the variable. So for that, what we have to do is we have to click on to the frame, and after that we'll be getting here. We have created a component, right? So here we have created. So same here, what we have to do is we have to set the variable. Okay, we have to set the variable like. So just take it. So I'm giving the name separately. So accordingly, you have to give the name and you have to set the variable like for option 1, red, for option 2, pink, and for option 3, purple. Okay, that would be your second, I mean, a second step. Got the point? So thing is for me, it is not being selected. So I wanted to get the variable part here, but it is not being selected. So I'm just trying it again. Yeah, you wanted preview of the screen. Just a minute. This one, right? So this is where we stopped. So now we have to change it. So for that, what we have to do is if you tap onto the frame, you in the frame section, you'll be getting an option like set a variable. Just try, anyone please try it. Are you getting it into your screen? Set variable. Anyone try and let me know in the chat, please. Yeah, so yes, I'm getting. Yeah, I got it. Just please try till this if you're getting in your free account. Anyone? I hope you will get at times. I'm not sure about. Yes, correct. So if you're getting now, yes, in free plan till this you will get, I think. Only adding to interaction you'll be not getting. So what you have to do is just change the option, option 1, right? So option 2 is change to option 2 and option 3 change to option 3. And what we named here, it should be uh, yeah, selection, right? So please check and tell me whether you're able to add the variable. So adding variable would be your second part. Anybody? I need to know this. And you can also unlink it. Okay. So here, what I have named in the variable. Oh, just a minute. So it is selection. So here the text should be selection, right? But I have given choose. Selection should be your text. So here only we have to link it to this. So everyone are clear with this? I think I have asked you like, is this working for you or not in the free plan? Anyone please tell me. Please tap on to the frame and I have to choose this and I have to change the, I mean, set the variable for this. So this is how you have to do. Okay, are you guys clear with this? What about others? Are you there? At times you guys are giving answers, at times you are going somewhere. What happened? Yes. Okay, have you noted point two? Now coming to the prototyping. So for prototyping, as I said before, for each we have to set the prototyping. So tap on to it, add to it. So you have to add an interaction. So there you have to click on set variable and always please note set variable should be on the top. So target, what would be our target for first one? So previously some of you told the answer like option 1. No, it should be selection, right? Yeah, selection. And what would be the value? Option 1. Okay. So same goes for second. Add the interaction. Okay, got the point. So for 2, what we have to do? So for 2, what do anyone? You already got the answer for 1. So same like that, you have to do for 2 also. So what we'll do? What we have to do? You have to take the target for 2 as selection, and again value for 2 as option 2. Same goes for 3. For purple also you have to add the interaction for target as selection and the value as option. Okay, option 3. So again coming to this, you have to do the same for the choose an option also, because here also we have it, right? So what we'll do is we'll be giving the option as, yeah, we'll be giving the option as the target and value. So now tell me, you got the point of this red, pink, purple. Okay, now tell me here, if you're choosing an option, what would happen here? Tell me what you have to set in a target and what you have to set in value. Okay, so I'll not get answer. So I'm telling the answer. It is obviously I have given already. You can see and tell like target is the selection and value is the option. So now if you're running it, you will get all your values. So it is already been preset, like if you are choose orange, it should be orange. That is why it have changed it automatically. Okay, for yellow we haven't changed. Yeah, we changed it. For red we haven't done, we haven't mapped, so red will not work. You have to map red, so then only red will work. We have added the target and value only for 2 options, right? So got the point. I'll tell you again. So now got the point, like what we are doing. I need the acknowledgement from everyone. I think, I'm not sure, but I think you will not get this addition in the free plan. So that is why I'm telling like this. I'm getting the answer from you and telling. So then only you'll get the point. Okay, please note it down. The first point is of after all this, the first point is you have to create the variable. Second point is you have to assign each and every variable to the to the variable that you have created. And third point is again to everything you have to create separately the interaction, like set variable and the target and the value accordingly. Also for the choose the option for everything, 3 option plus the selection. And after that what we have to do is check out the preview. And one more thing I haven't told you, right? So just a minute, I'll remove it. I'll tell you here. Okay. Now see here, I have not added anything to red. I just told you only with orange and yellow, right? So what we have to do is, so see now I'm running it. If I'm choosing red, see, red will not at all go off because I haven't added any value and I haven't added any overlay. So once if I tap that, the option should go off. So what I have to do is I have to add the close also. So I haven't added. So obviously it will not quit. Okay. So that is what, that is the reason why we have added. So only then the overlay will be quitting. I think this we have seen in a previous class while explaining. I told you that this is how you have to quit the overlay. So that is the thing happening here. That is the reason for red is not going off and yellow is going and orange is going. Okay. You guys noted? No, no, no. This will not come for radio button because in radio button we will not have any tooltip, right? Radio button is just in that surface. If you are clicking now, the button will be selected, and if you are tapping again, it will be unselected. So it will not come for radio button. Only for the process where you have overlay, you have to follow this process with. And multi selection also it will not come. That is checkbox you're telling. So checkbox would be multi selection. So at that point also you will not get. Okay, guys, you cannot able to work this. So that is why I'm telling. So please listen here. I think you everyone are clear with this topic. Okay. I'm setting the target as what will be my target selection and option 3. And again, now see, now it will also come. Let me tell you, check. Yeah. But now it is not quitting. Why? Because I haven't added the quit, right? So interaction, what interaction we have given already, right? Yeah. Okay. So, where and all you have to do this format is like when and all you need the overlay. We'll use overlay in many type of screens like Dropdown. Also, we will use overlay, and also in the screens like if we are pressing anything, I needed to get the pop notification or something like in the tooltip. Also, we'll be using this. Okay, so we can't let it like the tooltip should be open completely once after tapped. We wanted a close overlay, so at that time we'll be using all these things actually. Got? So thing is, this is the concept. This is how we have to use this. This can be used in multiple places. So you have to get it from the screen. So when will you get it? Only when you start working by yourself, you will be able to do it. Okay? So again, what I'll do is I'll copy this into your file. If you need, you can check it out. I'll copy it here and I'll name as Dropdown. No one have worked with these files. At least have you seen what have we worked or what have we done? At least you have gone through that topic or nothing. You just after blankly you came here. Okay, now what I'm going to tell, I can't edit this file now. I have given the edit access for everyone. Yeah, some can only view. I'll change the access. You are free account, so you no need to pass any verification. So this is not a new file. This was the file you guys are working previously, right? Yeah, I'll share the file. I'll change to edit access for everyone and then I'll let you know. Yeah, now everyone can edit. I'll share it again. Just now check it. Yeah, But he was working already with that file actually. I don't know why this comes only for few. Now please check into it. Are you getting? In the first class, I have told you like we can able to do this. I have sent you some video, right? Have you followed that? Because so that is why I think that is why it is asking for verify status. You don't need to verify. No, not a problem. Just leave it. I'll share it with you in your file. Okay. Okay. Now I have to tell you something that just note it down. So I have seen your work. It was principle oriented, right? Yes. But at times I have seen that there was no variable added. Even after I said in last class, you guys have not changed it, okay? Because it's in draft. Can you? I'll change it. Okay, later I'll change. I'll change and let you know after the break, okay? Yeah. So I have seen that you guys, yes, you have used the principle, all that is fine, okay, but please make sure you wanted to create the proper styling. Okay, only few after I said only one or two have done it. So make sure that everyone are following the proper variable, proper styling. Okay, that is the correct way of using. And also, if you are working, just make sure that you're adding proper auto layout, you're adding everything in the proper principle that we have seen already. That is more important. And at times the client may ask you like, we want, okay, just let me tell you in the home screen instance. Okay, you are having an e-commerce application, so you have to do a e-commerce application home screen alone. So in the home screen they're asking like they need to track all their reports of the previous history, they have to track the revenue, they have to see all the progress, everything in the home screen. Is that a correct principle? Tell me. So basically in home screen, what we have to place it that we will be placing the banners. We'll be keeping delay. So we have seen, right? We have to keep the delay and we have to use the banners. So we'll be using that banner concept and we'll be keeping the menus also in that. And we'll be sometimes we'll be keeping the chat also. Like if you're tapping the chat, automatically you'll go and get the chat. So all these are the basic things. But if they are asking to add all the revenue generation, all the reports, it is not the correct place. So what you have to do is you will have to, according to the principle, you know the principle, but client doesn't know. So you have to convince them like we should not keep like this. So here if you're tapping, it have to go from here to there. So that is how it should be. So make sure that you're keen enough with the principle. Only then you can give the proper thing. So here I haven't seen anything like that. So please make sure you're practicing in that way. So that would be a best practice for you from now. Okay? Clear everyone. So please, whenever you start to design anything, just make sure you're using all the variable styling properly. So that is why I'm just telling again and again. Okay, these three things are very much important: auto layout, styling, and also the variables. everything. For text also you have to do the same, for coloring also you have to do the same. You know the textography, like that, you know all the things related to text, you know the principle for color system also. So make sure your design system is perfect. Only if your design system is perfect, you will not get any issues here. And also please use radix, please don't use color wheel or anything. That is not for UI UX. Color wheel is completely for graphical designing only. Okay, so we are UI UX designers. If you are a graphical designer, please come out of it. So now you are a UI UX designer. So what you have to do is use the radix. So then only you will get the proper design system. So design system is very much important. Clear? So after this, I'll tell you like how to do the uh, loader animation. You know, right? We will be having loader in each screens. We have certain set of animation. Many animations are there for loader. So we'll start with it. Okay, loader animation. So we can go for a free account even. Here even let us do it. Okay. So we'll have 10 minutes of break. After the break, we'll start with the loader animation. So after a loader animation, we'll be seeing about the workshop share gradient and redexing everything. Okay. So today we'll have to see all these things. So please come back after the break. And meanwhile, if you have any doubts, you may ask me. I'll share you the link. What about your assignments? Are you working with it? See, I think they have given you the link, right? To post your works, assignment works. So no problem, you can submit it from there. I think you submitted, right? The one who told me like you will paste the works like, yeah, you submitted, then not a problem. We'll check out from that. I thought you're asking me before submission. And in the last class, some of you told that you have certain doubts and you will get all the doubts together. I have moved my project, so please check now. Two of you who had issues with the file, please check and let me know. And let us start the session of the after the break. Okay, so, shall we start? Everyone, are everyone here? Shall we start the session? Okay, if you are not able to edit, it is asking for verification and not a problem. Leave it, no issues. Okay, hope everyone are here, but I got acknowledgement from only one. If you guys give acknowledgement, let us start it. Yes. Okay, now what we are going to see is we are going to see the loader. Okay. So we have different types of loader. The basic loader is like we'll have a kind of circle rolling, right? Do you guys have you guys seen it? A normal round loader, it would be loading. So let me, okay, see, is my screen not full only for you or for all the same issue? If it is for one, then you have to zoom in. But if it is for everyone, then I'll check it out. Okay. So please confirm me. So yeah, screen is okay. Then please, you please confirm it with yourself. Okay. Yeah. So now coming to the topic, we are going to do the loading concept. So loader concept. So simple loader concept of by using the circle. Okay. So for that, what I'm doing is if I wanted this much big, so I can choose it accordingly. So this is my size. So what I'm doing is I'm just creating a circle. Okay. So here what I'm doing is, can you see here? You're getting arc. I'll zoom it. Okay. Arc. So what I'm doing is I'm just creating an arc. So I just need four different part. So this would be my first part, and my second part would be opposite of this, and third part and fourth part. I'm dividing it into four parts. So here now what I'm doing is I'm just adding one more. Okay, got the point what I'm doing? So after this, I'm taking this circle off, this part off. So now I'm making it into full circle. I'm just closing it. Okay. So this would be my first thing. So I'm just taking a copy from this part. Okay, so it should be transparent, right? So what I'm doing is I'm just giving it 10. So this would be our main. So I'm just keeping it upon it. So I'm giving a color. I'm giving a gradient color. So let me give, no, we don't have any previous gradient. So let us check it out. Let me go for this. And second half. Yeah, this is okay. So I'm just giving two gradient shades. Let me create a style for it. Okay. Gradient theme. So each time I don't need to create. So this would be my first frame. Okay, first frame. So now what I'm doing is I'm creating a component. Okay, to create a component, I have added a frame and now I'm creating a component. So component is being created as one. So please guys, I'm giving one for your better understanding here. If you are working in your screens, please give the proper name. Naming is important. Okay, please don't follow me. So I'm creating another variant. So this variant would be second phase. That is, this would be the first phase. This would be the second phase. So second phase, how it should be? So my second phase should be after this, right? So 1, 2, second half. Okay, I'm expecting it to be like this. So this would be my second. So from this I'm creating another variant. So my another variant should be like third half. Okay, my last one should be, I'll create another variant. Please name it properly. I'm not naming it, I'm just showing you. So the rest. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the prototyping part. So mapping it to the second. So tell me, do we need to give on click or what? From this option, please pick a one. For the loader, we have to give what? Yeah, very good. After delay. So I'm choosing after delay. So here I'm giving it have to happen in a very quick. No, it is not on click because in loader will not tap. It will create a after delay and it will work. So no on click. It is after delay. So here we need how we don't need a huge delay. We need it to happen within fraction of second, right? So I'm giving one. And here it is instant, right? Let me change it to smart animate and linear would be good. Let me check. Yeah, this is too slow. Let me increase it, okay? Yeah, this is good or 500. The speed is good, okay? So now I'm doing the same thing for the rest. I'm adding it and after delay, one. And this goes the same. After delay, yeah. So now without failing, please map the last one to first one. So then only it will do it like a iteration. It will be like a loop. After delay, one. Okay, now let me check. I'll go to the assets and I'll add it. It is stuck in here. So we have to change with the animation. Animation part, we have to change it. So let me try with 600, okay? So 600 everywhere. I'm changing it to 600. Okay. No, you should not add more frames to it. Thing is, you have to correct it with the animation part and also with the delay part. Okay. You can only make it smoother from the delay part and the animation part. Please don't go with it. Okay. So this is how you have to create it. So accordingly, if you need so smoother, if you need it to be run in a very faster manner, then you have to change it from the animation. As I told you, today I have chosen a normal linear. Okay, so I have chosen linear and I have set some duration. So you have to check it out from which animation, which kind of you needed. You can customize it accordingly and you can add it. So this creation also you have one more method like I'll tell you. So here, if I'm taking this, if I need this here, if I needed to add any smoother corner, I can click it from here. So basically, in the other shapes, if we wanted to curve the radius in the corners, what we'll do, we'll give the radius, right? But for the circle, we'll not have radius, we'll have only arc. So at that time, what we have to do is, we have to go to the circle shape, and accordingly to the fitting, okay, fitting of this, we have to create the perfect circle. I'll tell you how. It should be circle, not oval. So I don't think this is that perfect. So I'm changing it to 8, 8. Okay, so you can create the edges like this. So to get the edges like that, you can create for the both edges, and you have to union it. Okay, so what you have to do is, you have to make it in a union. So what you have to do is, see here. So here you will have certain options like union, subtract, intersect, exclude, and also flatten. So what I'm doing is, I'm just unioning it. I'm making everything in a union, proper union. So we have seen this all the terms in the mathematics, right? Union in the sense, we are making everything into the same part. Subtract, now we are taking one from this out. Yeah, so same thing goes. So if you need, you can just make a note from here, take a screenshot of this, or please make a note. So from this, I'll be able to get the perfect side curves. And also some loader, if you saw now, it would be like, so what we have done is, we have shown the cut section. But if you don't need any cut section, if you with the oval part, if you need to continue from this to everything now without leaving the gap, you just join this 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so these are the different stylings. You can bring this stylings. If you are following this styles now, you will not get any see, you will be getting some kind of cut version, so you'll not get that cut. You will get like a flowing fluid. If you want a flowy fluid, at that time you have to follow this step. It would look like a flowy fluid. And also, you can also add even more animations to it. So at some screens, if you see now, without leaving any gap, since mostly the oval parts, if you are using this oval radius, you will not able to see any kind of cuttings. It should be like a flowing part. So at that time, what you have to do is, you can also add some other glowy animations like small dots, or small stars, like AI. So that is one more option. So these are the stylings. Okay. So this is how you have to follow the stylings. And speaking about, okay, so I told you, like in the very starting session, and even in the previous session, I told you guys not to use any AI. But now you wanted to know few AI. Okay, so every time when someone is, I mean, some of the client is giving project, the main thing what we'll do is, as we seen earlier, we'll be going to the research part, we'll be doing the researches, right? So at that time, after giving the research, we have to use certain set of AIs. Okay, before starting a project, what that is, after creating all the researches and all the screens and mapping parts, we'll go to the AI and we'll get some ideation. You will put the prompts and get some ideation, 2 to 3 ideation. From that ideation only we'll be doing. Always we should not go from the scratch from ourselves. This is the first thing that you have to do, and this goes on only when you guys are more familiar and practice the designs earlier. If you are a new one, then please don't do this. But let me tell you, if you are practicing daily, you will get this point. So after that, after when you're reaching that point, you have to use certain set of AIs for yourself. So today I have brought you two set of AIs which you can use it. Okay, so now tell me, what is your doubt? Yeah, you will be sending the URL. As I have sent you some URL, you can say, send it to your developer, and they'll be starting to design. Actually, more than the developer, it is your duty to do all these screens perfectly. I'll be telling it right. So this is the reason. So after this, you will be directly sending it to them. Okay, so let me tell you, please note. Yeah, this will be your first one. Stitch. It is a part of Google. Okay. You will be handling your assets from your graphical designers, right? Actually, they will give you the all the assets. If you are requesting for assets, they will give you the assets, and then we'll be using, right? So before using, it will come from them. So they'll be keeping everything in their files. So we'll collect it and we'll be giving it. So that is how it would work. And also at some time, if you are the asset creator, if there is no graphical designer, and if you are the asset creator, you're creating the assets from the plugins, now you have to take and keep it in separately so that you can able to give it to them. This is how the flow goes. Okay, now coming back to the AI. So today the first AI is Stitch. So here what we have, what we'll do is we can able to create for application or web. So we can get some ideation. So if I'm having an idea for doing a to-do list application now, I'll be giving the prompt, and from that prompt I'll be getting the screens. So this is the, so see, I'll be getting the screen layouts. So I get some ideation from this, right? So I, yes, I can follow this design system. I can do it with this without any anything from the scratch. We'll get 2 to 3 ideation, and then we'll be able to develop from that. Okay, so please try. If you had, okay, you until now you have given only the home screen and login screen, sign up screen. So try something different with prototyping. So nowadays you have learned prototyping. So please, whatever you're doing, just do with the prototyping. Add cardlets. And in the last class, I told you like someone please try the cardlets and please post the works. I'll check it out. But I got none of the work yet. So if you have time, please do that and please post it so that only app see. I'm telling you all the concept. So while you're hearing, it would be like, okay, I'll do it like this. But only when you get into the file and you work, you will get some doubt. Okay, how can I make this in this way? How to minimize it? Like you will get many doubts. So then only you can clear it. Okay, so please practice. So this is how you have to use it into your design. Now speaking about the second AI, we'll be working with, that is magic patterns, this one. So this is quite different. Yes, the main point of this magic pattern is it is being used only for Figma process. That is, you can connect it with your account. So once you connected it with your account, you can able to work on the file that you have in your Figma. Okay, so let me take some of your work. Okay, I'll take, if I'm taking the screen, I can able to use that screen by import from Figma. I'll be clicking, after that it will be asking for link. If I'm giving the URL of this to this part, then I'll be able to manage with it. So see here, if I'm importing, I can redefine, I can reframe, I can do anything from this design. So once the process is done, it will give you a ID, frame ID. Okay. So after that, what you have to do is go to the plugin and just choose magic pattern. It will ask for the ID then. Yeah, magic patterns. As I told you, this will generate you a ID. I mean, where is this? Yeah, it will generate you the ID. So from that ID, you have to copy and you have to paste the ID here. So after giving import, that design would be imported to the screen. So this is how we can use the imports from that screen to here. Okay. So please note it is magic patterns and this is the plugin for the magic patterns. You can give your prompts accordingly here. Okay, so see here, after saying it is taking everything like element type, exact text content, everything. It will scrap every details from that. And you will get the modified design. So according to the prompt, you will get it. Got the point, everyone? How to use this plugin? Let me give export. Yeah, I got the layer ID. So I'm going to our plugin and I'm giving the layer ID and I'm giving import. See, it designed me the same screen for web. How simple the process is. So with this, you can do the breakpoint or you can make it responsive easily. If you want that to be done, that also you can give the prompt and you can get it. Okay, so now I got it. But now what I wanted is I wanted these designs. Now I can give the prompt. I just need this kind of designs to be done. It will give me the design. Hope everyone got this point. Please mark it. Now today, yeah, let me speak about the plugin. Okay, what about plugin? Have you guys went through any new plugins? Yes or no? Or haven't you tried it? Anybody? Yes or no? If no, also not a problem. Please tell me. Do you guys have any plugin to discuss with? No. Okay. Anyone brought any plugins? Okay. If yes, please post what the plugin is. Quick motion. Thank you so much. Anyone? Please note it. Everyone, please note it. And I'll tell you certain set of plugins that is importantly used. Okay. Everyone, please note down all the plugins that they are telling in the chat and please try working on it. Everyone noted, please mark all these things and then try working it, okay? Yes. Use rest of you also post what we are using this plugin, use of the plugin. So try this, send you a. So in our website, actually, when you're working with website, they'll be expecting more prototyping works to make the website intuitive. They'll be doing that. So at that time, if you want to use any kind of gradient feel animations or movement, you can able to use this shader gradient. So what it will do is it will give you a mixture of gradient kind of movements. Okay. So by tapping the frame, you can able to choose one and you will get that into your screen. So it would look like a good UI without any without doing anything. You can get it directly from this plugin. Just looking for- Now I have told you the plugin, this market and please try how it works. Okay? This is the most importantly known plugin that you have to follow to make it. And also in workshops, we'll be having some text, the movement of text, we can manage on that. Yeah, because I'm having some issues. That is why it has been loading for so long. Check design in AI. What design you wanted to check? Am I clear now? Everyone, is my voice audible? Yes, okay. Yeah. So coming to the point, you wanted to check your design. Okay, that is nothing. Yeah, in we have many AI you can able to check the design from the, by giving permissions. Okay, maybe AI you can input file working. So for example, if my working file is works UI, what I do is I give that AI to take out the components from my AI. So I'll give permissions. So since we have given the permission for this magic patterns, same goes for others also. Okay, so what we will do is we'll just give the permissions. Once permission is done, that screen will completely come to AI. So from giving prompts, you can able to check it out with the AI. So again, if you want to import, you can import with the generated ID. So here, if I don't need email and password, I can give the prompt and I will change it accordingly. So it depends. And also, if you need in a responsive way, you can do it also. You got the point now? clear now? Okay, you got the point of AI. No, still you're not getting the point of AI. So do one thing, go to magic pattern and try to import your design so that you will get the flow. So once you go to the magic pattern, it will ask to log in. Please log in, and it will ask for the permission to use your file. Please give the permission. For that, what you will have to do is you have to copy the URL of the corresponding working project and you have to give it to them. So then what they will do is they will be taking your components from your site to them and they'll be working on it according to your prompts. And then it will generate you an ID. So that ID you can copy it into your Figma file by using the Magic Patterns plugin and you can work with it. So this is how the flow goes on. Okay, guys, please note what I'm telling. I'll write it here, okay? Workshop. You can use the text here. So, okay, workshop. This is all these plugin. You have to try it in your design. And the next thing is shade gradient. This will add the gradient effects onto your design. And bento grid. What this you will do is it will create a bento grid. So in many cases, like let me tell you with some community, okay, in Twitter, if you see Twitters or any kind of feeds, it would be like a grade based component worked. So that time you have to think different kind of grid, right? So what we know is basic common layout of grid like box grids and all that grid. So if you wanted to make something new, you can use this bento grid maker. So you will get the ideation of grid into seconds. And mock-up hive. So once you have completed your design task, you will make sure that your designs are attractive by the thumbnails, right? So at that time you can use this mock-up hive, your design into a mock-up, so that it will feel like a real one. So users have the tendency of getting attracted to it. Okay, so mock-up hive and animate text. So you have many text animation that you can do by using prototyping method. So that can be simply achieved from this animate text. You can add the text animations just by using this plugin into your design. So mostly where we will use this animation part is in the web. Okay, for that you can use this animate text. Everyone clear? And I told you that I'll tell you how to work with blobs. Okay, so let me tell you like how to work with blob. So let me copy this frame. Okay. Some of you told me in the previous class about blob, right? Actually, you gave that concept of blob. So tell me what blob is. I don't remember who gave me that, but I know some of you have given me the blob plugin. So tell me what is blob. You have seen some research, right? Then only you told me like a blob. So tell me what for blob is. Is that person here now or no? Okay, I'll tell you. So nowadays, the UI designs, the gradient pattern designs, and all the glass morphism designs are being highly used. People are expecting that because they feel that all that are in a modern way. So for that, what we have is we have blob concept. So it will give an irregular shapes. I'll tell you like blob. You will get so many blobs. Blob C, gradient blob generator. You have normal blob. So first, let me tell you what blob is. Then we can create the gradient one. You will get a different irregular shape. So see here, we will have complexity, uniqueness, and insert and the change button. Okay, so it will create a different irregular shaped. So see here, I'm just increasing the complexity and uniqueness. The shape will change. If I need it, I can insert. So each time the shape would be changed. So see here, each time I'm giving insert, it would change. So after this, what we will do is we will insert it into our designs. So like this randomly we will be doing. So after giving gradient, we can give the blur. So I told you like we have effects. In the effects, we have blur effect. So background blur effect, we'll be working with that. So as much as you work with the blur, it will the gradient color will show you a good push to your design. So that is how the blob works. So I'll show you some of the project that has been worked with the blob, okay? So you'll get the point easily. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'll check it out. So in this, we also have another concept that, just a minute. Yeah. So now this is the basic creation of blob. So apart from that, so see the screen. Yeah, see all these are blobs. This is a blob. This is a blob. And again, this is a blob. So all the blobs together, it would be like this. Just try it. See, could you see how blob works? Everyone? So into this screen, we have so many blobs used. 10, 20, more than 10 blobs we have used inside this. So mini blob we'll be creating randomly and we'll be adding the gradient colors, and to that we'll be doing the effect of, see, we'll two section colors I have, selection colors I have added. So to that I'll be adding the effect blur. I'll be giving the blur accordingly. See 197. So automatically it would create like this. So it will create not everything needs this blob. Only that designs which is compactable we have to use it. Okay, for every, since you know blob everywhere, make sure that fine. So see, this is, I'll split here. Okay. This is how blob works. But you can't even find that all these are a separate blob. It would look like a single image, but this is how you have to create the blob. So a blob, add the proper blur here, you can able to do the glass morphism design upon it. Okay, so this is how blob works. Here you have one more thing. So go to the part and click on blobs. You will have or gradient blob generator separately. So there, what you can do is you add the colors and you can get it by own. Okay, to say it will give you the prompt actually. So this is, it would look like nice. So that it will giving you suggestions. So at that time, you have some suggestions, give you a perfect generation. Okay, so it is gradient blob. I think it is a gradient blob. Please mark it and please try working on it. Okay, everyone clear blobs. And also, I'll tell you like how to work with radio button and also the checkbox. Okay. So before that, blob is and how to create the blob. Am I clear now? I mean, is my voice clear now? Am I clear? Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. Do all got the concept of blob? Are you clear with blob? If you guys are clear with a blob, just give me only one screen done by using blob. Also add the prototyping part into it. If you are okay, if you have time, please do that and please paste the work onto the file. Okay, so that I can check it out. So here we have many of us are here. So each will from each I'll get some designs, right? So let me see. Many are telling us, but only few are working. Hope everyone works, then it will look good. Okay, so please make this point. Try a screen by using blob. It may be anything, single color or multicolor, that is up to you. But please design a screen with blob. Then again, use some kind of prototyping to it. Yeah. Now coming back to the topic, we'll work with buttons. I'm just doing it a bit little bit, okay? So then only everyone can able to see it. I'm just taking off the fill and I'm using the stroke and I'm giving the weight as 3. So frame. So this would be our first frame. Okay. So again, if I'm creating the component and adding the variant to this, what I'm doing is I'm adding another. Okay. And I'm giving the size as 30, 30. So 30, 30. Yeah, this is center, right? So here I'm removing the stroke and I'm giving the fill. Fill same black. Okay. Now what we have to do is we have to give the prototyping. So if this is tapped, it will change to this in the instant. So again, if we tap this, it will have to change back to this normal mode with instant. So now you can able to give the assert and you will get the button, radio button into your design. Okay, so some of you ask like, do we use overlay in the buttons? So no, this is how we use. We don't use any overlay concept. See, got the point? Same goes for the multi-selection, that is the radio button. So in the previous initial days of introduction of this Figma tool, we wanted to do everything from the scratch. But nowadays it is not like that. For everything, they have created a plugin. So now see, uh, I have told you about checkbox, right? So let me tell you checkbox. So if you give the checkbox, you will get checkbox plugin. So just by tapping, you can add the checkbox. Just by tapping the design, you can add the checkbox to your UI. You no need to create the component from the scratch. Okay. So for checkbox also you are having, and for switch also you're having. Okay. Fine. Are you there? You got my point, what I'm telling? You can, so since this is the initial stage, what you do is do a separate button and then do a separate radio button. Last class I told you like you will have the animation for the button, right? I have pasted it here. You try this also, and along that you just try the radio button checklist and the switch also. Everything please do it from the scratch, so you will get the idea like how it has been created. So make it in a file. So after the two or third time, go to the plugin and use it from the plugin. Okay, you have everything in your plugin. So make use of it. And apart from that, in the Figma community, you have many resources. Okay, I have a resource. I kept it for you to share. Okay, tomorrow I'll share it in the class. Okay, in that resource, you'll be having all the button styles and all the text styles. Everything would be there. So you just can like it is a kind of booklet. Okay, so just by tapping the option, I mean tapping the tables, you will get the of design of that corresponding section in a component. You can copy and work with your designs. I'll share it with you. So what you do is please make